G'day guys, welcome back. It's swiping time today. A little bit of a break from the flip cups. We'll do some swipes, eh? A lot of people really like swipes, me included. Right, so before you get started, make sure that you've got some paper towel because you can lay that at the bottom of your swipe. And once you've swiped onto it and it's really messy, you can pick it up, throw it out and put down a fresh layer of paper towel to catch your next swipe. So with this one, I'm going to be swiping from the center towards me, and I'll turn it around and I'll swipe from the center back the other way. Just with my little plastic sheets here. You can use display folder, dividers. This was a document holder that I'd cut up just from the office supply store. So anything that's plastic, I like to use plastic. It's a good weight and I can wipe it and use it again. Right, pouring medium. 70% glue, this is Elmer's glue all, 30% water. And then in my cups I've got 2 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. So in these cups I have got 80 grams of pouring medium. Have I? Oh, I wrote it down. Yes. 80 grams of pouring medium to 40 grams of paint. So 120 grams. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 4 drops. 1 drop per 30 grams or 1 drop per ounce of your treadmill silicone oil. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't put any in your swipe colour, which is black in this case. I personally like to swipe with the darker colour and then have the lighter colours pop through. That is my preference. I have swiped with lighter colours as well. I tend to get lacing when I swipe with lighter colours. Give that a bit of a stir in. So the way I'm going to lay the paint out today is the same as a swipe that I did over a year ago. It was before I started videoing, so I can't even show it to you. It's a really old photo. It's on Instagram, my Instagram, if you do want to see it. It's a very long one. It's got black in the center and it's got lots of apricots and pinks and greys and silver, that sort of thing. I did it to match my bedroom. So I don't think I've got a video of it. Now your swipe colour needs to be a little bit thinner. I'll jump up and show you the consistency for the swipe. It's a lot thinner than I would use for my flip cup. Oops, there we go. Hardly even leaves a mound. And when the ribbon on top, it disappears pretty much straight away. So it leaves a little trickle. I call that a pyramid. It's not really a mound, just a little triangle pyramid sort of a shape on the surface of the paint. Now my black's thickened up a touch. It's leaving a little pyramid, but I'm just going to add a touch of water because I do want my swipe colour to be thinner than the rest of the colours, because your colours have to be able to pop through your swipe colour, because this is going over the top of all your colours. So if it's too thick, your cells aren't going to be able to pop through your swipe colour and show themselves. Pop their little heads out and say, hi, I'm making a mess. Alright, I've got a bit of black on there, let me clean up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is work out where my middle is-ish. Doesn't have to be exact, but just as a little guide. I think that's about it. As I said, it doesn't have to be exact, just a little guide as to where, maybe to leave a little bit of a gap for your colours. So what I want to do is, I don't want to have just stripes like I normally do. As I said, I'm going to do it this similar to the previous pour that I did. where I kind of did blocks of colour. So that's what I'm going to do today. So no rhyme or reason for my little design really. Just going to change it up a little bit. I don't want to have a very dark colour directly next to my black because I want the black to go over a lighter colour first, so it will be more like the paler colours, like the pink there. And some of this lighter bluey colour can go next to the black as well, like so. Doesn't matter if your colours blend into each other either, it'll be fine. Oh, I forgot the magenta. Haven't got too much magenta, just a little dash. A little dash of magenta. Where else? Where else can magenta go? Okay, so basically just filling up your canvas with your paint. We're going to tilt it in a minute. When I say we, I mean me. I'm going to tilt it in a minute. I'll just empty my cups. This little pink down here, I think. Like so. Move my empty cups out of the way. Doesn't matter if your little gap there covers in, it won't matter. We're going to just pour some black over the top of it shortly. That'll do for now. I've got a little bit of paint left over, but we'll just leave it for now. If I need to cover my sides, then I can with a little bit of paint that's left over. So there's the black, a little bit thinner, no oil in it. Get my plastic out of the way. Okay, so now I'm just going to go side to side. I could have done with a bigger piddle pad, couldn't I? I'm going to make a mess. That's for sure. Swiping is a very messy technique. It sure is. Doesn't that look pretty? Not? So basically getting the paint to cover the sides, let it all roll over. Now I'm going to take it over that edge. Again, doesn't matter if it's not attractive, you know, whether your sides aren't that attractive, it really doesn't matter. Just pop a little bit there to cover that section. Turn it around. Cover the other side. You've got to be careful not to leave too much paint on the surface when you're doing swipes. I just lost all my purple. If you leave too much paint on the surface, once you have your cells, there'll be a lot of paint and it'll just move around and your cells will stretch out of shape, so don't leave too much on. So this is where I can just touch up my edges if I need to, with my little leftover bits of paint. Okay, just bringing that back to the center a little bit. And see, the paint's moving really quite quickly. I'm just going to take some more off. Don't want to leave too much on. Okay, so now what I do is, I won't worry about all the little fiddly sides for now. I'll show you what the colours are. That's turquoise. It's the darker greeny blue. The light blue is Marina. Purple. Magenta. Pink. And then of course the black to swipe with. So let's get everything out of the way because this is going to be messy. I've got my paper towel ready. So I will just put a bit of paper towel down now. So I'm just putting a length of paper towel, I folded it in half and I'm just going to put it there so that when I drag my plastic it can land straight on there, and then I can pick that up and move it out of the way, turn the canvas around and go again. Right, now what we're going to do is drizzle a little bit of black, not too much. Start over the edge. That there, and then I also want another little bit, not quite as much as that, just a little bit there. And a little bit there. Okay, maybe a little bit more in the middle actually. Sinking. Okay, so still got plenty of black left. Righto, so now the next thing to do is take the plastic. I'm going to overlap a little bit, and then when I bring the other one it'll overlap a little bit too. So just touch it into your black. Make sure you've got good contact and drag towards you. And straight down onto your paper towel, like so. Now I'm going to just clean that off. Actually I won't, because I've got another one there. I'm just going to turn it over and use the clean side and let this overlap just a touch. So pop it into the black again. If you want more of a black center, you can put more black there. For sure. I didn't overlap very well, did I? Look at that. I'm going to get a little card. These little paint chip cards come in really handy. Oh, no, I better not. I'm getting cells already. No, let's leave it. Otherwise, that'll really destroy what I've got there already. Okay, so this one, my little bit of plastic, just wipe it off. I'll throw that in the sink in a minute and give it a bit of a wash. And I'm going to fold up my paper towel, throw that in the bin, grab another piece and get ready for the next one. So let's turn this around. I'll torch later after I've swiped both sides. So with my other side here, touch the black gently, just the black, and drag towards you. No rush, no pressure on the plastic, just drag towards you. So I obviously touched more of the black into my swipe that time. And off, there we go. Okay, put that bit of plastic with the other one, clean up my mess. Okay, how's that looking? I know, it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Now, the fun bit, the torching. Not too much, don't get carried away. Do similar to when you're doing your flip cups. Go over once and wait. So we don't want to get carried away. Here they come. Welcome. Welcome to the party, little cells. So maybe a little bit too much black there. Or maybe not enough black there. It's different. It doesn't have to be, you got it, matchy matchy. It doesn't have to be. So I'm going to torch down here where there's not much happening just there. Whoa, there they come. So try not to get too carried away with the torch like I just did. That was a bit close, a bit much. But hey, it's your art. If you want lots of cells, you torch a lot. It kind of matches all these. We've got these little tiny bubbly ones here, plain colours, and we've got these bigger ones here that are multicoloured. We've got some little pink bubbles, some pale bubbles. See what I mean about having the pale pink and the pale blue up the top near the black? I like that. I'm going to torch into the black here. I don't know that I'll get much because the black's quite a dense, heavy colour, but let's have a look anyway. Alright, I think that's probably enough, isn't it? We don't have to go overboard. Leave a little bit of negative space. Did those pink ones just come up or were they there before? I don't know. Alright, so there we go. Swipe. I could have torched less. Yes, probably would have been better. There's my blue one, a similar one in the blues with the black swipe that I did about a week ago. And this one, just, you know, different way of laying out the colours so that when I did drag the black, I have different blocks of colour and they weren't all the same, all stripy. So I've got the light blue there, got the pink there, got some purple down there, magenta cells popping up. So yeah, love it. I'm not going to do anything more to it. The cells will keep growing a little bit. So I'll just finish my sides. Actually, I'll take you down for a close-up. I'll finish my sides later. I'll get my gloves off. I've noticed that when I zoom in from up here, I lose clarity. It doesn't seem to want to zoom properly, so for some reason, it's just better if I take you down this way. There you go, isn't she a beauty? Look at these cells. So if you love cells and you can't get cells with flip cups, give swiping a go. It's easy peasy. As long as you've got the right consistency. If your mix is too thin, your cells won't hold. They'll just be too big and out of shape and lopsided. Look at these gorgeous little ones. Look at that. Multicoloured. And then down here we've got the pinks and the purples. Little white ones, or little pale blue ones I should say, with the magenta in the centre. Oh, look at that one. So yeah, love it. If you want me to do any particular colours with my swipes, let me know. I'll see if I can oblige. Alright, there we go. So yeah, have a go at swipes. Pop them up on the Australian Acrylic Pouring Group. We'll have a chat. Right, I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.